Jamie, hi, how are you?
Good, how are
It's
you?
so good to see you. I just moisturized, so I'm a little slippery.
You are. You're extremely slippery.
We had a dry skin segment.
It's really. And did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it, although I feel bad for everybody who I'm shaking hands with right now.
Who was doing the moisturizing?
Terry Trespicio of Body and Soul magazine.
Oh, lovely. Was there video footage of this?
You'll be able to see it later on,
Great,
that's for
wonderful.
sure. We are recording.
Excellent.
So my first question to you, and something I know our fans really want to know, is when can they find out and where can they find out where you're going to be touring?
On my website, jamiecullum.com is where all the tour dates are. And we're going across the States the whole of March, and we're going to be coming back later on in the year to do more dates. This is really like a kind of record release kind of party across the States on a bus. And then, we'll come back and hit up the places we didn't go to this time as well.
Sounds like a lot of fun. I think we have a lot of chat room questions because we've got tons of fans. Rick, why don't you give us our first one?
Do you want kids?
Is that my wife asking?
Could be.
I kind of think before I tell a random stranger on the internet, I should probably discuss it with my wife.
Congratulations, by the way. You recently got married.
Yes, indeed.
Beautiful, beautiful wife. Oh my
she's
goodness.
great, yeah.
How was the wedding?
Oh, it was marvelous, thank you.
That's all you're going to tell us? Marvelous. Thank you,
Yeah,
Jamie. Come on.
So I'm very that kind of stuff. I tend to.
That's
keep
all right.
still on.
We've got other questions.
We've got other questions. Yeah.
We've got other questions.
What about my breakfast? Had a bagel. It was nice.
A bagel? How do you like New York bagels?
They're the best bagels in the world.
Yeah.
Cream cheese or butter?
Cream cheese.
Oh, my kind of guy.
Yeah.
Jamie, how old were you when you started learning the piano, and what drew you to jazz? Of all things?
Well, I was probably about 6 when I was told to go and play a piano, and I was about 8 when I gave it up because I was terrible at it and I wasn't interested. So I had a kind of hiatus from music till I was about 11 or 12, and I picked up the electric guitar because my brother was playing, and I wanted to be like I wanted to be in Metallica or Red Hot Chili Peppers or something like that. I wanted to be in like a heavy metal band or rock band. And then one summer, I was about 15, I discovered Ben Folds 5, Herbie Hancock, Harry Connick Jr., all in one summer, and it made me want to play the piano. So ever since then, I've been playing the piano.
Rick?
What's your favorite cheese?
My favorite cheese, I like a good, strong Wensleydale. I also like Roquefort and Stilton. I like the mouldy ones, the real heavy kind of.
I like the moldy ones, too.
Yeah, really? Are we still talking about cheese?
We're still talking about cheese.
Good. This isn't going out live, is it?
It is.
Yeah.
We
This
are
is
live on
live.
the internet.
Oh, yeah.
That's all right. We'll keep it clean. What is the most awkward fan gift you've ever received? If you can talk about
That's
it.
probably not something I could tell you, actually.
Okay.
Good thing we told you we're live.
Absolutely, yes. No, I got offered a very strange gift from someone once before, but I think I got like a bag of pants before, which I thought was quite weird. Like I think it was a joke.
Were they your size?
They were not my size or my colour. They were mainly pink and kind of frilly. I made a joke on stage that no one ever throws their underwear at me, so someone, instead of throwing their underwear at me, gave me a whole bag of like underwear.
Well, there
That's
you go.
pretty obscure, I thought.
That really is.
So back to your favorite foods. How about beer? What's your favorite beer?
My favourite beer is probably Guinness, really. I'm a Guinness drinker. It's not really a beer as such, but I love Guinness. I like a nice cold Corona with a lime in the top. Other than that, like kind of old, kind of warm, kind of slightly stale English ales like Fat Badger and Butcombe and stuff like that.
How about any wine?
I like wine. You got any?
Yeah. After the show.
Right, okay. Sounds good. I'm ready.
Yeah, it's funny we don't have a wine segment today because that's when we have all the glasses lying around with tasting.
I'm here on the wrong day, Rick.
You missed it, Lauren.
That would
Yeah.
have really worked out this morning. I would have gone into that.
would have been
Well,
great.
this does end at 9, so we were talking about actually, Rick and I, getting a tour of your tour bus, so I'm sure you've got plenty there.
Yeah, it's looking, there's a lot of men on it. There's a lot of men on it, yeah.
Is that bad?
I think lots of men in close proximity is almost always bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we should be the judge of that.
They don't call it a rock and roll bus for nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it after the show.
Yes.
No problem.
So, which song do you most like to play live?
It changes every night which song I like to play the most live. Last night, it was a tune off the new album called Mixtape. It's a really fun song to play. It's really upbeat. It's like a kind of disco kind of song. So that's always fun. There's a big sing-along section at the end, so that's always pretty fun to play.
Okay. Can we keep going? Because
Yeah,
there's
hey,
plenty.
let's keep going.
All
Are
right.
you okay with
I'm all right. Yeah, go
All
for
right,
it.
just let us know if we're boring you. You know.
That would be really uncool, though, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm bored now. Bye.
Listen, it wouldn't deter me from coming out and checking the tour bus after.
Okay, you could get in trouble, you know.
So, when you're on the road, what do you miss most besides Sophie?
I miss, you know, you miss the really, really simple things of just not being able to kind of crash out on your sofa and order Chinese food and watch a bad movie and stuff like that, or just nipping to the pub with your friends, playing football in the park. Just really kind of simple stuff like reading a newspaper at your kitchen table. I love doing that when I get home. Go and get the newspaper and have a nice cup of tea and sit at the kitchen.
Do you have an old pair of ugly fuzzy slippers that you like live in the house when you're home?
I do have some amazing kind of sheepskin slippers, which I pretty much live in when I'm in my house, yeah.
Anything else, Rick?
Absolutely.
I've got questions, so I'll let you keep going, though.
Okay, I'm going to keep going. And then, so if you could take 3 items to a desert island, what would they be?
These are good questions.
I would take like a pad and paper.
That's 2 items.
Pens and pencils and stuff. No, it's all in one box, like a stationery box.
Okay.
Oh, now we're making up the rules here, Jamie.
So I could write my journal and like I like drawing, you know.
Clever.
I enjoy to draw. I enjoy drawing. What else would I take? I would take. Could I take a broadband connection?
Oh, no, that is totally cheating. Rick, is that cheating?
Hey, he's got an imagination, you know.
Okay.
What can you do?
I would take that. I'd take a record player, like 2 record players and a mixing desk, and some like massive speakers and a subwoofer, and have an island party.
I think that's way more than 3, but
Yeah, but you know, it's
You know,
cool because then people could come. We could have a party. It'd be like a full moon party. Some great records, you know.
Hey, have you ever done that? I hear Joost Van Dyke has a really great full moon party.
Really? Okay. I will keep that in mind.
Go down to the Caribbean, next full moon.
I will. I promise.
who's your role model?
You know, really kind of growing up, my role model was really my older brother, Ben, who is a great musician. You know, I just kind of learnt a lot from him, so I would say it was him.
And you still collaborate with him a lot, right?
Sure, we wrote a lot of these songs on the new album together. No, we keep looking over.
I
don't we?
know.
It's like-
That's okay. I'm just catching up on the stream. Why don't you ask
So
one of your
I can
questions?
ask a couple of mine.
Yeah, go
Thank
for
you.
it.
Thanks, chat room. My question is, you know, I love that you do reinvent music from Cole Porter to Rihanna. How do you pick?
Well, I think you know, the best way I can describe it is that I don't keep a list of songs that I should cover one day. It's not like I'm gonna do this one day, you know, when I have the time. It's more it has to come to you in a moment of inspiration, which is not kind of you know, decided by anyone else. And if I have a good concept for a cover, then it's normally a good idea. So I think a story I often tell, but it's quite instructive in this occasion, is when I did The Wind Cries Mary. It was because I had a dream about Dr. John and Jimi Hendrix having a jam together. So I kind of woke up and I thought, I want to make a Wind Cries Mary sound a bit like that. With the Rihanna cover, it was just something that ended up underneath my fingers one day when I was just jamming at the piano. I was trying to write another tune, and I guess I'd been out the night before. I had a bit of a hangover, and that song was still ringing in my head. And it just kind of happened underneath these chords, and I think it's kind of like a hangover version of Don't Stop the Music.
That's interesting. A hangover version.
Yeah.
Any other hangover version songs?
Yeah, I did. You know, I used to do a version of Frontin' as well, the Pharrell song, which is probably a bit of a hangover version too.
Rick, do you have something else for us over here?
Well, one fan is saying, thank you for hugging my kids last night at the Cheswick show. They were thrilled.
There were these really 2 sweet little girls who were holding up a sign at the gig, just saying something really sweet, and they had brand new Jamie Cullum tour merchandise on, and they were so sweet. And I don't want to be the weird kind of president who kisses babies, you know, but they were so sweet, and so I just wanted to give them a hug. Yeah.
And then I think we'll be kind to Jamie and ask just one more question and let him go. Is there anyone you'd really like to collaborate with next?
God, there's so many people I'd like to collaborate with. I often think I'd love to do like a duet, just at the piano, with Beyonce. Like no kind of big production, nothing like that. Just 'cause she's got such an incredible voice. It'd be amazing to hear her just with piano. That would be incredible. I'd like to sit and watch Tom Waits write songs. I'd love to collaborate with the film composer and producer John Bryan, who also worked with Kanye West. I'd like to work with him. Herbie Hancock, a lot of people. That was like 10 people, sorry.
That's okay. You had 10 things on an island, and you have 10 people.
Yeah,
it's allowed here.
You know, if I just had a piece of cheese and and a Bible.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm there, Jamie. Thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you.